The ability to document whether a patient has advanced directives is now available through Clinical and Practice Manager. In Clinical, you will find the Advance Directives dialog located on the ID tab within a patient's chart. In Practice Manager, you will find the same option located in the More Patient button accessible through the Patient tab. Once the dialog has been accessed, you will see a list of questions regarding the various advanced directives that a patient may have. Only the first question, does the patient have advanced directives, will be active when initially entering this dialog. This question defaults to Not Asked, but can be changed as needed to No, Yes, or Decline to provide. The subsequent advanced directive questions will be activated once Yes is selected for this initial question. In addition to the advanced directive questions, you will also see any configured Health Care Proxies displayed in the middle of the dialog. Health Care Proxies are designated through the Patient Representative dialog, which is also located in the ID tab in Clinical and the More Patient button in Practice Manager. The patient is not required to have a healthcare proxy configured. However, if you do not have one documented, the system will remind you about this when you attempt to save this information. The Advance Directive Notes dropdown will display a list of ChartMaker Clinical notes that have been marked as containing Advance Directive information. You will be able to access these notes by selecting the applicable note from the dropdown and then clicking Open Note. Lastly, you have the ability to indicate that these directives were reviewed by clicking the Reviewed button and then selecting the date in which they were reviewed. After configuring advanced directive information, you will then see this displayed on the patient's face sheet. The answer to whether the patient has an advanced directive will show immediately on the face sheet with the date that you documented the information. The remaining information is accessible when you right-click on this section. There are two areas within Clinical that you can designate a note as containing advanced directive information. The first is within a patient's chart through the organizer. By right-clicking on the applicable note, you will see the option to Mark as Advanced Directives. When you do so, the Advanced Directives column will be updated. If you accidentally marked the wrong note, right-click on the note and select the same option to revert the information. The second area that a note can be marked as an advanced directive is through Scan Management. After selecting your note, check the box for Scan as an Advanced Directive to do so. All advanced directive activity is logged in the audit trail.